This is the Wet Lunch on the High Seas podcast with historian Stephen Ujifusa. Business, history, and culture with a nautical twist. To talk well and eloquently is a very great art, but an equally great one is to know the right moment to stop. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. An update on my end, I'm going to be starting work on my fourth history book with a major press. It will not be about ships in the sea, surprise. Rather, it's going to be my book about cities, specifically about Philadelphia, where I've lived for the past 2 decades. More to come later. We live in an age of remarkably bad popular taste. Social media has flattened what is once vivid, destroyed what is complex, filtered what is often shaded. We want straightforward narratives that apply to our lives, our built environments, our art treasures. Gatekeepers are playing into this aesthetic too, not just for relevance, but for profit. AI is making this even worse, soulless. You have to dig deep to find what is truly timeless and transcendent. That being said, there is something funny about elites trying to act like what they imagine the people like, trying to pander to quote-unquote popular taste. Popular taste, like jazz, is something that arises organically, and some of it is good and some of it is bad, but you can't regulate popular taste of what is good or academic into existence. Mozart was Mozart not through the academy, but through his own natural genius and the often dysfunctional relationship he had with his stage father Leopold. When it comes to my own writing, I use classical music as my model. Since childhood, I have used it as a backdrop for creativity, for building things. I don't care that it's not hip. I know I will never care much about current popular musical or cultural trends. I'm not wired that way. But I listen to the music of Mozart, Bach, Haydn, Beethoven, and Handel, and I don't just hear structure. I hear light and shade, subtlety of showing, not telling, working within a disciplined framework while still trying to touch the heart. It doesn't have to explain itself, it just is. Art isn't art if it has to explain itself, to legislate itself, so to speak. There's style, and then there's craftsmanship. Of making something beautiful that requires a vision, a retreat into one's inner life, not pandering to the masses, to the external. That is something that cannot be ordered. It must emerge from a combination of personal experience, dedication and discipline, and natural talent. Art in itself is performative, but creativity is not. And I'd like to close with another quotation by Mozart. When I am completely myself, entirely alone, or during the night when I cannot sleep, it is on such occasions that my ideas flow best and most abundantly. Whence and how these ideas come, I know not, nor can I force them. This is the Wet Lunch on the High Seas podcast with historian Stephen Ujifusa. Thank you for listening. You can expect new episodes every week. To subscribe to the Wet Lunch on the High Seas podcast, visit steveujifusa.substack.com.